Last year we introduced to you a three-part series on new products, and we received a lot of positive responses from those series. Well, you know, in consumer horticulture we feel too that it's very important to bring to you any new ideas or any new products that may affect your garden and landscape practices. Well, today I want to share with you some new products that are going to be coming out on the market and making their debut for the 1992 spring gardening season. And if you'll notice, a lot of these have a little bit of an organic flair to them and really emphasize the natural part of gardening. To start with, we've got some products that really aren't new, but their formulation is new. And this is Dobbs plant spikes, and they're all natural. And we've got some here that are for tomatoes, and then there's also some for trees and shrubs, and you'll find really a good selection of these. And these are going to be quite available in many of the garden centers. Again, the practices are the same as far as the spacing and how you apply them. And because they're all natural, they're really going to be in a slow release formulation. Now let me tell you what they're going to be made of with those natural products, and they are a complete fertilizer as well. The nitrogen is made from hynite, which is tankage made from processed high-grade animal matter, and that's the nitrogen source. The phosphorus comes from steamed bone meal, also a byproduct from bones from beef processing plants, and potassium is derived from sunflower seed hull ashes. And again, these are new for the market this year, all natural, and again going to be a slow release. Just remember, when using plant spikes, a lot of times they're concentrated in one area, and you've got to be careful to make sure you get even distribution when you place them near and around your plants. So you want to keep your eyes open for those organic type fertilizers. The next product is also organic in nature, but it's considered a botanical insecticide. And this product, we're real excited about it finally being released because there's been a lot of study and research going on about it for many years, and it's finally available to the homeowner. And the product is actually called BioNeem, but it's a botanical insecticide that the active ingredient is azadirachtin, which is derived from the seeds of the neem tree from Asia. Now, the reason that this product is so exciting is because of the way that it actually controls insects. It's very unusual. Not only does it have a broad range of hosts and also a broad range of insects that it controls, but it acts as a growth regulator, which means that it actually disrupts the life cycle of the insects, but also it can cause them to kind of lose their appetite, and it acts as an anti-feedant. And lastly, it acts as a repellent. So this particular product has a lot of interest in how it reacts, plus it controls white flies in the greenhouse. You can use it on ornamental trees and shrubs, potted plants, and there's just a wealth of plants that it's labeled for. And again, it is considered organic. Now, we don't usually recommend where to purchase these products, but the only place that you can order this is from Ringer Corporation, and they have the exclusive mail order rights. It's not going to be available in garden centers this year, but hopefully it will be next year. And you can write to Ringer Corporation, 9959 Valley View Road, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55344, and you can call them and request a catalog at 612-941-4180. So again, they're the only distributor of the BioNeem this year, and again, it's a great product with a wide range of hosts. Now, another insect or herbicide, excuse me, that's been around for several years that's not new to the market is also Roundup. But this year they've introduced a new formulation called Roundup Quick Stick, and it will be available in your garden centers. And it's a little tablet that you drop into a 24-ounce bottle, and you can use it for small jobs or tasks that you need to use to control those weeds. So the great benefit is that you don't have to do any pre-mixing, so it comes in a tablet formulation, and again, that's called Roundup Quick Stick. Now, of course, anytime we garden, we like a lot of gadgets, and some of the interesting ones that I want to show you that are new. This one is actually made in Piedmont, Oklahoma by Mr. and Mrs. Bob Francisco, and it's called Freeze Guard, and they tell us that throughout the winter, a lot of times they had to water their livestock and some of their plants, and they would leave the hose on, and it would freeze and break their silcock. So this device they developed by just putting it on the hydrant. When you hook the hose up and you turn the pressure off, It has a spring valve down here that releases a pressure and the water will drain out and not freeze your silcock in the hose. So we are real anxious and glad that they sent that, because we're going to use that around here at our gardens too. Also, there's some new products that you can find in garden centers that adapt to milk containers that make it easy to pour water house plants. It also has a funnel attachment. So this product is called Eco Spout, and it's also found in some of the garden centers and also nurseries. And then lastly, we want to show you one called Tree Gator, and it's just an above ground irrigation system around some of the new plants. Well, there's a lot of new products, and these are just a few that we want to mention to you, and I think you'll find it interesting to browse in your garden centers, and we hope you'll come back and join us next week on Oklahoma Gardening.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.